So welcome everybody. This is my masterclass. This is what I'm Rachel Smith, business grower, and I bring a brand new 10-minute masterclass to you, my audience, every single week. The way that it works is that I'll spend the next 10 minutes sharing some really brilliant content with you, and then if you've got some questions, if you're live, you can ask me over in the live chat box, which will be awesome. If you're listening back to the recording, you can ask me your questions. You can post below wherever I've shared it, or you can email me over at rachel@rachelsmithlifecoach.com. So this week's masterclass, it's about one of my most favourite topics, which is all about growing your list. So I have titled this masterclass 7 Ways to Grow Your Tribe Fast. So we all have a need to keep replenishing our pool of potential clients to us. It's absolutely essential. If we have the same people who are hearing our similar message all the time, it's going to be really difficult for us to sell. So a very consistent business strategy that all business owners must really commit to is looking at fresh ideas about how you can draw new clients to you really easily and effortlessly. What I love about this is that it gives us an opportunity to really connect with what our ideal client wants. So that's one of the important ingredients here, is whenever you're creating a freebie, because that's what essentially we talk about, really put your client at the heart of it. You know, you may have a real desire to create something because, you know, as entrepreneurs, we are very creative. But always check in and make sure that you're creating it for your audience rather than creating it just because you really want to. So that's one of the key ingredients. The other thing is to be doing this consistently. If you just have one freebie and it's the same freebie and it's practicing the same freebie for the last 12, 18 months, it really does need to be refreshed frequently. And what I'm going to share with you are 7 really amazing and very effective ways that you can grow your list and how you can draw a flow of potential new clients into your business really easily without you becoming like a techie whiz or anything like that. So that's what we're talking about today. So the first one is one I've already touched on, which is about having a fabulous freebie. Now, in the past, people have created freebies that have perhaps been like, 20-page reports, something like that, which is absolutely stuffed with your content. What we're tending to find now is that people are really struggling with those big documents. So I would say the number one thing is to have like a fabulous freebie, but to make it fairly succinct. So this is where you are really talking to the heart of your clients, that you're demonstrating your skills and expertise, and that it's easy for them to digest. It's not from 20-page reports. So that is the number one freebie that I really recommend everybody have. And this freebie goes on your website. It goes on the front page and it looks really pretty and it's really easy for people to click on and to understand why they would receive it. But what I see happen time and time again is that people put their heart and soul into this freebie, and these freebies are generally awesome. However, people tend to put them on the website, cross their fingers, and hope everything works out okay, and hope that people see their freebie. And what I would say is, if you have a fabulous freebie and you don't get very many sign-ups to it, is I really suggest that you start to create a little campaign about that and start to invest in some marketing to ensure that your audience know that you have this great freebie. So go, ensure that whatever you do in terms of any freebies that you create, that you always have like a marketing plan to get it out there. So number one, have a fabulous freebie. Make sure it talks to your heart of your clients, that it demonstrates your expertise, you're adding tons of value, and ensure that you are promoting it. Number 2 is something I love to do, and it can be really effective to grow your trust and your position as an expert, really quickly, and that is to run a free Facebook group. So this is a group where you invite your kind of potential clients in, and this is where you build brilliant relationships. And this is a really, really fast strategy. So you can be in there 3 to 5 times a day, adding brilliant content, really engaging people with conversation. And this is so much easier to actually use this strategy than some of the others, because you can get in there straight away and start to build up some rapport. And rather than trying to engage people over on your Facebook page, which is quite tricky, in a Facebook group, you actually have a really brilliant opportunity there to start to generate some brilliant relationships. So have a strategy in mind. If you're going to spend some time creating a Facebook group, have a really clear strategy about what your client would get for being part of your group and how you're actually going to position yourself, and how frequently you're going to go in there, and how much content and what type of content you're actually going to share as well. And again, with a Facebook group, you can invite people in through lots of different ways. Through, if you want maybe your existing email subscribers to come and join you. But again, if you want to grow that Facebook group fast, you can create some really good ads around the reason why people should come and join you in that Facebook group. Okay, and I have a free Facebook group as well. So I work with female business owners. So if anybody hasn't already come and join me in my free Facebook group, you can, and this is where I provide tons of advice and support and all the rest of it. This masterclass is actually one of the things that you get every single week. It's a recording of this. So my free Facebook group is Live Your Abundant Life. So you're more than welcome to come and join me there as well. Number 3 is a really brilliant way of quickly growing your list and being able to position yourself as an expert in your field, and that is to run a webinar. I was going to say live webinar, but actually there's some, if you're new to webinars, there's actually something to be said for running webinars that are pre-recorded as well. But running a webinar, sometimes people get really hung up on the fact that they've got to run a 60-minute webinar, and you don't. You can run like a 30-minute webinar and create some really great content and really add lots of value in there. So running webinars is great, and it's a little less scary than running something like this, because you can put your slides up and talk through your slides, and it's quite, it's a brilliant strategy, and it's a really great approach to have in your business, and it does increase your visibility without you having to be live like this. Number 4 is this particular strategy. So if you're looking to grow your audience, to raise your visibility, and to really let people know more about who you are, run free labs. Or you can, most of us have got live streaming on our Facebook accounts now, and there's other tools such as Periscope, which I love, where you can actually sit and talk to your audience live like this. And it's brilliant. This is a free tool. It's really accessible. You can invite people in, you're getting yourself out there, and you get a recording as well, which you can put onto your YouTube channel, and you can repurpose that across your social media. You can use it in your email list. Anything like that, any live videoing or interviews or anything like that is absolutely brilliant for people to understand who you are and what it is that you do fast. So, and what you can do during a live broadcast is actually give your audience a call to action. So it's not enough just to say, oh, hi, here's some content. If you're looking to use this tool to grow your list, you also need to give them a call to action. So my call to action for people on here is to come and join my free Facebook group, which is Live Your Abundant Life. And that's what I'd really love for you to come and do after this interview, this masterclass. Number 5, in terms of building your tribe fast, is to add a particular element to your blog, which works really well. So if you are regularly creating blogs and you're using this across social media, on your email list, and so on, to spread the news about what it is that you do and how you work with your people, a really brilliant way to get people from your blog onto your email list is to create a special content that your blog readers can access once they've signed up and shared their email address. So a really brilliant tool for this is to create a blog where you have like a worksheet or a cheat sheet that runs alongside it. So people read your blog, they get your message, they want to know more, they want like your special resource that you've created for them. You give them a link, they leave the details in the sign-up box, and bingo, you've got one. You're starting to capture your blog readers onto your email list as well. So that's a really effective way, because people really love that extra step that you've given them, because it's like, wow, you've given me something more free, and I can really use it for my business. So again, it really demonstrates that you know what you're talking about and that you've got something that they're interested in, that builds their trust and their belief in you really, really quickly. So I love that one. And number 6, in terms of growing your list, is something that I think lots of business owners perhaps forget to do, because we're so busy working on our own that we forget that actually when we collaborate with other people who are speaking to the same group of people, that actually you can do some really brilliant work together to collaborate and get your information in front of other people's audiences. So think about the different ways that you could collaborate with somebody who has a similar audience to yourself. So a brilliant way to do this is, if you have got, the first kind of freebie that we talked about in this masterclass, so if you've got this fabulous freebie and you're looking at ways to promote it and to get it out to the wider audience, is that you can actually collaborate with somebody else who's equally got the same audience and have a freebie, and you can promote each of those freebies. And that is a really effective way of giving tons of value to your audience, because you're saying, look, here's some great freebies, and you can access mine, you can access this other person's, and it helps you get in front of somebody else's audience as well. And at number 7, this is one of my favourite list building activities, and that is to run a free challenge. So in the past, I've run lots of free challenges, and they've been really effective in building that audience, allowing people to come and connect with you in a really deep way. Because when you are holding a space for like 5 or 7 or 10 days, however long a free challenge is, you actually get to work with those people who want to know more about what it is that you do in a really, really deep way. You get to really work with them to help them to get some immediate successes as well. So a free challenge can be a really brilliant way of not only growing your list, but actually I would take it one stage further and see it as a list building exercise, but always have like a call to action. Because if you've been working with somebody for like between 5 and 7 days, or up to 10 days, or however long your challenge is, you will be able to sell from that point as well. And I've definitely done this, where I've run challenges and I've always had an actual product to sell at the end of it. And that works brilliantly, because you've been able to demonstrate your expertise and your support, and people can decide that, yeah, absolutely, you are the person that they want to work with. So that's the 7th kind of way to grow your tribe really fast. So let's just recap on what I've said, because I know some people have just joined us. So we're talking today about the 7 ways that you can quickly grow your tribe. Number 1 is to have a fabulous freebie. Don't make it too lengthy. Always ensure that you talk to your ideal client and promote it. Number 2 is to run a free Facebook group. I run my free Facebook group, Live Your Abundant Life, which you're all very welcome to come and join. And this is a place where you can really get to know your audience, and for them to get to know you really deeply and very quickly. Number 3 is to run webinars. So they're a really brilliant way of demonstrating your expertise. And as I said when I talked about this in detail, is that they don't need to be 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 2 hours. They can just be 30 minutes if that's what you want to start off with. Number 4 is to run live video streaming like this. Always have a call to action, so you can gather those people who are here to come and join you somewhere else, where they're coming to join you and getting to know you somewhere else. But this is a brilliant way of raising visibility. So if you're feeling brave, start creating blogs, Periscope, live streaming from Facebook. There's all sorts of different ways that you can do that. Number 5 is to add a fresh element to your blog, share a blog with some brilliant content, and have like a freebie or a cheat sheet that somebody can leave their email details and move on to your email list to receive that additional freebie. Number 6 is to collaborate with other people, find other people that you can do some collaboration with so you can get in front of their audience and vice versa. And number 7, which is one of my favourite ways to grow my audience fast, and that is to run a free challenge. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about anything that I have shared today? Hopefully I've inspired you with some ideas about how you can grow your list. So if you've got any questions, you can pop them in the live chat box, and hopefully I will see you over in my Facebook group, which is awesome. I'm going to run a really special offer in there this week for people who want to grow their list fast. So it's going to be an amazing opportunity, but you've got to be in the group to hear about it. So guys, if that's the content for today. If you've enjoyed what I've said, it's got some value, come over to my Facebook group. I'm on there all the time, providing loads of content on money, business, and how to grow your business. My Facebook page is Rachel Smith, the Business Grower. Thanks ever so much for being here today. Bye for now.